Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. So, there's a new little patch out today that actually lets us directly order naval invasions against minor allies of nations we're at war with. Sadly, none of the nations I'm fighting have any minor allies, at least not in my waters, so we don't get to test that out, but it's a welcome change. Now, speaking of invasions, it looks like we're gonna lose North Borneo because the Austro-Hungarian army and their Spanish allies are pushing in here. So that's not great, but it is what it is. Not really that much we can do about it. We can always take it back. There's a lot of ships here in Kudat being repaired. For some reason, I would have preferred to see them go in some port that is bigger than this. But I guess they're going to teleport somewhere once North Borneo is taken. We're going to take the West Philippines, most likely. Well, it's a 100% chance to succeed, but I don't know. There's a battleship moving in here that might ruin things, but I think we're okay. The Americans are pushing into Burma. This invasion has stalled, but we got this invasion going on now, which seems to have just started. And that's almost 4 million men pushing into Laos, held by only 10,000 Frenchmen. So, most likely, that will work in our favor. So, let's just go on to December and see what happens. Well, there are a lot of meetings, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to play those out before we can actually take a look at the map. But it looks like we took the Philippines. It looks like the Austrians have not taken North Borneo. The tension stuff. Blockade of China by United States has ceased. That is very, very welcome. And our monthly balance has gone from minus 18 billion to minus 1 billion. So that's amazing. Well, we did break the blockade many months ago, but for some reason the game just takes a while to register that a blockade is no longer being enforced. Germany seems to not like me. Britain and the United States are fighting. Here we go. Let's fight some submarines. Oh wow, that was very effective. Yeah, single light cruisers. Probably your best bang for the buck when fighting submarines. Let's see if we can repeat that. That's another way high. Did some damage. Sank one. That's Yangzheng. Different class. Also very effective. Only took light damage in return. Sank another submarine. Way high is fighting some transports. And we are fighting a single Volney class heavy cruisers. 1.3 billion. Quite expensive. Do we have ammo though? We're not gonna need much ammo to sink one cruiser, I don't think. Let's find out. Alright. Let's see, I got Timus. They got ammo. That is nice. I'm just gonna turn their guns off until they get closer. Again, I don't know when I will need that ammo. So rather not have them just waste it firing at maximum range. Cruisers just follow, I guess. DDs, don't need you. Don't need you here. Don't need that light cruiser either. I will make use of this battle cruiser though. It's not quite as slow as the Timu class battleships, so might catch the enemy faster. Not that they're gonna run, because that has thankfully been changed in how the AI behaves. How far away is it? Should be coming towards me. There it is. Do you have armor? I've forgotten. I've seen this before, but it's been a while. You do not have armor. That makes Yangshu the perfect hunter. Turn the guns off. She's a little bit limited on ammo. So she can get a little bit closer first. The enemy does not have torpedoes. Only 8.1-inch guns. Very short range. I can comfortably close to within like 15-20 kilometers before opening fire. There you go, that's the 25-kilometer mark. My secondaries are actually opening up first. Now, let's put those 12-inch guns to use. You guys really don't need to be wasting your 9-inch ammo. You never know what we're gonna need next month. Okay, let's put the 15s to use too. Before Yangshu takes too much damage here. I think that's it. Yep. One heavy cruiser sunk. Took a little bit more damage than I think I needed to on the Yangshu, but she'll make it. And if this task force ends up in battle again next turn, at least they have ammo. Here we go. That's the battle cruiser that chased off my light cruiser last time. I didn't even bother trying to fight it. They got one of those very expensive DDs and one not so expensive DD. They got a light cruiser and of course this battle cruiser Triumph. We got Hife, Mu Deng, Nanning and Wuxi, and some accompanying ships. And there we go. I don't know why the camera starts so far away from my task force. I don't think it used to do that before. It's a minor annoyance though, so it's not really important. Let's send the DDs home. We're not really gonna need those. Do I really have 3? Oh, they've been combined into this task force, I think. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Because I really don't need 3 light cruisers in this task force. But I think these are the ones I had where I just intended them to sail around independently to hunt for submarines, and the game just decided no, they're too close. They're gonna join the task force. That does happen sometimes. So yeah, I'm just sending home the ships that I don't think I'm gonna need, and I don't want don't want them taking a lot of damage just from a stray shell or something from that battlecruiser. Even if I were to try to torpedo it with my DDs, there's a very, very slim chance that any of those torps would hit. Wait, we're all okay. We are spotting them. Far away. It does have some armor, actually. This is not really a bad battlecruiser. I mean, if I were to build it, I would make it a little bit more conventional, just a typical ABXY layout. 2 turrets front, 2 aft. But all in all, yeah, no, it's not bad. Good speed, decent armor, and good systems. Very expensive though. That is about twice what my Wuxi class battlecruisers cost. Yes, it is faster, but it doesn't have the firepower. Comparable levels of armor. Pretty much the same armor, actually. Mine are a little bit lighter on the extended belts and decks. Mudang is already firing. Can we get some hits? Yeah, she can pen that with HE. Those huge 20-inch guns. Can't really effectively armor against that kind of firepower. Are we still targeting the battlecruiser? I think so. There we go. For once, I paused it at the right time. Looks like she's exploding though. That's not really what's happening, but if we do it like this, from the He-Face point of view, there we go. Let's see, nunning. You can target the Jumbart. Let's see, which one of these DDs is the really expensive one? That's you, Wuxi. You can target Protet. And these heavy cruisers can also get some targets. I got 2 battleships firing at the enemy battlecruiser. That should be enough. There we go. Huge 20-inch hit. Flash fire. Or was it? Was it not a flash fire? Yeah, it was a flash fire. A tiny flash fire though. It didn't spread. Well, light cruiser has ceased to exist. Did not get to launch torpedoes before going under. This very cheap DD has some pretty impressive torpedo armament. More so than the expensive one, actually. heavy cruisers. May you switch to HE. There we go. But the thing is, as fast as this very expensive DD is, it's being held back by the cheaper one. So its speed did not get protected. Okay, battleships. Guys. They did the did it again. Kept the secondaries focused on the battlecruiser while switching the main guns to the little DD there. That is like really dumb. There we go. No more DD. No more distractions. Cruisers, guns off. Just go home. Don't waste your ammo. Another flash fire. This time I was in time to catch it. There we go. That's a little bit more exciting, I think, than just watching a battleship firing off into the distance. And Triumph should not last much longer. She's got no main guns left. Got a single 8.6 inch gun. That does not really scare me. We're just gonna keep sailing. Keep sailing, keep shooting, and she'll be gone soon. So that's 6 point something billion battlecruiser. 6.4 billion. And 4.2 billion for the expensive DD. That's almost 11 plus the light cruiser and the cheaper DD. So I think we're looking at like 12 billion worth of French ships in total. Should be a decent decent sum of victory points. And yeah, flooding all over the lower decks. And there we go, over. Nice. Yeah, 51,000 victory points. Just from sinking 4 ships. It's nice when you actually get some expensive ships to fight for a change. So you actually get something for it. Here we go. Seattle class heavy cruiser and Vicksburg class light cruiser. We've seen these before. It's a pretty impressive task force we've got fighting those 2 ships. Well, this should be quick. Well, depending on how easy it is to actually catch them. Let's see. Again. I want my fast heavy cruisers doing some work here. DDs not needed. Only got 2 of them left. The other 2 are being repaired in North Borneo, which seems to still be under my control. Yep, that'll be enough. Some ammo remaining, not a whole lot. Let's turn some guns off until we actually get closer. It's night again. No, it's morning. Excuse me. Just looked like night. 19 kilometers. It's being hidden by the smoke from the light cruiser. Hunting. Yeah, we are very low on ammo. Okay, main guns on Huntington. Secondaries on Detroit. "16 kilometers away." Yeah, 5-inch guns doing work. Battleships kind of struggling to keep up here. Still very far away. I don't think they'd be very effective if I were to open fire at this range. We will not eat those torpedoes. No worries. They were launched from Huntington. I kind of forgot these cruisers actually had torpedoes. Well, Detroit no longer has torpedoes because they've gotten blown up. Are we gonna eat that one? No. We're good. We good. Huntington no longer has torpedoes. Huntington now flooding. They didn't run out of ammunition for those torpedoes, so they were launched. And there they are. Detroit has gotten completely chewed up by just secondary guns. That's what happens when you don't add any armor. Well, they had one left actually, or it was launched a little bit after. Are you gonna sink soon, Detroit? How far away are we with the battleships? 35 kilometers? 36? We're down to HE for the cruisers. Are we just gonna run them out of ammo again? A little bit of flooding. Let's turn the guns off, get closer. The battleships are about close enough to start opening up with secondaries. And they are opening up with their 7-inch guns. Detroit's still hanging in there. And there she goes. Structural damage. Now secondaries are firing at Huntington. I'm going to close in a little bit more just to make sure those yeah, not a lot of remaining main gun ammo. Gotta make the best of it when we actually open fire. Doesn't have a lot of armor, but we only have HE left. So I actually want to close to within Like 5,000 meters. Because that way we can pen. We're at 6,000 now. Okay, open fire. The angle is not great. But we still get some floating hits. There we go. It's doing damage in return though to Gansu. Huntington still has AP ammo. But there she goes. Some damage taken. I think could probably have gotten played safer if I just withdraw on the cruisers and let the battleships catch up and open up with the main guns. But saving ammo is actually a pretty big consideration here. There we go. One Vermont class battleship. I got lots of battleships. Do we want to make this a 1v1? Maybe. Yeah, I think I want to, if not a 1v1, then at least just the battleships. Cruisers definitely do not need to be here. Actually, no, I wanna make use of my DDs for this. Come on, battle cruisers, just get out of the way. Certainly don't need you here. Also, I didn't know I had 3 of them in this. Oh, I guess I do. This task force. Shima has spotted North Dakota. I got a little bit of a sea wave issue here. So DD is not capable of going more than 34 knots. That might be a problem. Because it's clear and morning. So they will be spotted and accurately engaged by the enemy battleship, which is very far away. So I will be with you when we're a little bit closer. We are now a little bit closer. Let's smoke up. "25 kilometers. My torpedo range is 23. So we're still gonna have to close in. The last DD is even further away. That's not good. Aggressive launch. You can turn your guns off, by the way. Lots of torps going out. I hope this does not cost me a DD. I think it does. Yeah, that was not great. Yeah, that was a needless sacrifice. Just because I wanted to have fun with the torpedoes. Anyway, my battleships are getting into range, and at least it looks like the torpedoes might score a couple of hits on North Dakota. I'm gonna get 1, 2. That was a dud. That was a decent hit amidships, though. Yeah, I got 1 torpedo hit. Effective. Out of that, battleships free to open up. Took out 2 of its engines. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Yeah, we got a decent amount of ammo. Not a huge amount, but decent enough. And North Dakota is basically dead in the water after that torpedo hits. So the torpedoes did do something, at least. Set the guns to save. We can comfortably get a little bit closer. There we go. 16.3 from Heatsan. And an 18 from Shubin. Should check afterwards how many battleships the Americans have left. They had a lot at one point. They started scrapping them just before we went to war, so they might start producing something a little bit better than this. Like it's already at the end of its useful service life. Not that it's in any way obsolete, because this modernized Dreadnought hull is still available late game to the US. See, 27 kilometers away, we're closing in slowly. Heatsan is the one keeping us back. And the waves are a little bit less wavy right now. That's typical. Had the sea been calmer when I went for that torpedo attack, that 1 DD might not have taken as many hits, because it would be able to go faster. Not be limited to 35 knots. No, 34 I think it was. we're scoring hits, not doing too much in terms of damage, but then again, this does have decent armor. Here comes the fog. There we go. The 15s from Shuyuma actually doing decent damage. I want to see the Chubin score some big hits with those 18s. Yeah, like that. And there she goes. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty cheap little battleship, but still nice whenever you can sink one of those. And sadly, they sank one of my DDs, which is worth about half what the battleship is worth. So, not a great trade, but fine, whatever. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah, I sent a light cruiser out here to fight the Austrians that are trying to invade my Dutch allies. So, single Metal Snake class light cruiser versus 2 Teodo class Austrian light cruisers and a couple of DDs. 4 7.2-inch guns each. Lots of torpedoes. Let's see how it goes. Alright, Metal Snake. Your time to shine. Metal Snake has about twice the firepower of one of these Austrian light cruisers. But they got twice the cruisers that I do. They got 2 of them. So it might make for an even match. Let's take a look, see what we're up against. It looks decent though. I like the look of this hull. Oh, it's one quadruple turret. I misread it. I thought it was 4 singles, but no, it's 1 quadruple. 2 powder picric acid. Very little armor. Torpedoes are 16-kilometer torpedoes, 20-inch. I mean, I kind of don't like it. Oh, I like the basic hull shape on it. That's a very, very tiny citadel. That is a tiny, tiny, tiny citadel. It only covers this part here. Sadly, the fore and aft belts are actually thicker than the main belt. So, it should still be... well, none of them are that thick, really. So, long-range 24-inch torpedoes on the DDs. 6 of them. I mean, that's pretty decent. That's a decent amount of torpedo armament for a very cheap DD. But as I only have a single light cruiser, I'm not really too worried about DD torpedoes. See if Metal Snake can launch her own torps. There they go. Might get lucky. Not too hopeful, but might get lucky. Also, we're gonna load AP. Not that the AP pen is that great. Should be enough to get maybe some penetrating hits, maybe some flooding. Partial pens. 14 kilometers. There we go. That's the flooding I was after. The torpedoes to target the Veclabruck. Ooh, I actually got a torpedo hit on it and got one on each. That was insane luck. Not gonna claim it as anything else. I did not expect that first torpedo launch to actually hit anything, but no, I scored 2 hits from 3 torpedoes. Let's see if we can do that again. The third torpedo has apparently detonated in the water somewhere. And this one changed direction, then detonated. Okay. That's super useful. Okay, we can get a little bit closer again. Kind of sailed away from them. Look at me being a good friend to the Dutch, saving their colony from the Austrian invasion fleet. I think I'll keep up the AP for now. To be decently effective. Yeah, she only took 1 torpedo on the main belt. Here come the enemy DDs. Set the secondaries to target them. Now we're actually engaging 3 ships at once. Primaries, torpedoes, and secondaries. How's that for multitasking? Last spread of torpedoes going out. Now just the Veclabruck and the 2 DDs left. Not really too worried about the 2 DDs. Nor am I worried about the Veclabruck after it taking that torpedo. Kind of knocked most of the fight out of her. I'm gonna drop down to cruising speed. Wow, cruising speed is very slow. Yeah, because it's geared turbines. Are you... No, 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 stupid moron ship. Don't. Primaries. Secondaries. Come on. I was wondering why aren't my guns firing? But no, they were firing just at the wrong target. And really is the number one thing that needs to be fixed with this game. Well, one of them at least. When I actually have a decent plan what I want to do with regards to targeting, and then my ships just decide that no, we're gonna do something else. Who needs player agency anyway? Okay, we're down to only HE now because who knows how many AP rounds were wasted shooting at the DDs. So might as well target the DDs now. Get them out. Get closer to the light cruiser, so that HE can actually go through the armor. Or the secondaries if I have to. Not launch torpedoes, that's good. Getting kinda low on ammo now, but getting a couple of good hits like that certainly helps. Single torpedo incoming. Turn the guns off. Good dodge. DD gone. The torpedoes are not touching me. No, remaining HE ammo. Should be close enough to do some damage. Just gotta dodge these torps. And there we go. Good job, Metal Snake. 2 light cruisers and 2 DDs sunk by 1 light cruiser. Very nice. Lots of saved crew. Transport losses. Lost 8 transports in Southeast Asia, 4 in Bay of Bengal. Netherlands wants to buy some DDs. 97% profit. We can do that. Argentina liked what they saw from the Metal Snake. Want to buy 3 of them. Okay, the French are trying to invade Thailand. That's not gonna happen. Sorry to tell you, but that's just not gonna happen. And we are pushing them back, actually. From Borneo. Was it 95% or something? Last turn. This... these guys are advancing again. This huge army of 6.2 million. Barely moving. How... I don't know. East Philippines. Next target for invasion. They've taken Malaya from me. I need to be in the Philippine Sea to launch that invasion. Fine. So that'll have to be next turn then. Borneo. Indonesian seas. Let's see, if I can't launch an invasion of the Philippines just now, can I launch... Where's Austria-Hungary? Nope. Fine then, we're just gonna take Malaya. Take it back. And this is up to 100%. That's nice. Do I have more than I need here? Attacking Cambodia. Might be the case. Let's move these out here. Start invading Borneo before they take North Borneo from me. Yes, that is the plan. It's good to see that my finances have become stable. What's my GDP at now? It's at 9.4 trillion. Actually. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Still less than the American GDP, and slightly behind Germany, but still pretty good. Yeah, they got 3 battleships and 3 battle cruisers left, 8 heavies, 10 lights, 29 DDs, and 15 submarines. They're building 96 new ships. That's impressive. How about the French? 1 battleship, 1 battle cruiser. Yeah, they don't have much left. Austria? Oh, 6 battleships, 10 battle cruisers. There we go. 6 heavies, 7 lights, and 4 DDs. Coming in. And the Spanish are coming too. So somewhere here, Austria must have a pretty impressive little fleet. Looks like they're fighting the Italians. There we go. That's a task force and a half. Like, these task forces here would be a lot of fun to fight, I think. Sadly, they're just not coming my way. Britain seems to be finally taking back Eastern England from the Germans, which Germany has held on for a long, long time. Germany has taken southern Finland from the Soviet Union. Someone is trying to invade here. Spain. That's not gonna work. And neither are these two French invasions here. I'm just not gonna worry about those. They have no ships nearby that can do anything about that. So yeah, no worries. No worries from me. And I think that's the end of the episode. Things are looking fine. The game decided that no, I am in fact no longer being blockaded. So the economy has gotten good again. Yeah, minus 1.3 billion a month. But that is with building a lot of ships, including some that aren't even mine, which I will get paid for. This Shima getting delivered next month. That's 8.6 billion straight in the pocket. Yeah. Also, I could probably just drop my tech budget. There's like very little I actually need now. Well, there's actually nothing I need now. So I don't really need a tech budget, but yeah, let's just drop that, shall we? There we go. Makes literally no difference at this point in the campaign. Goodbye and take care.